Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's Marvin speaking. Just like to say thank you for all the full support that you give myself, Streamline Entertainment, and Ali, who completely supports the channel. I'd like to say that Chris is a freelance reporter who has people on the ground in Tenerife, which feeds him information, which then gets fed to Ali, who's a part of my channel, and then obviously we go through it together, and then it's put on the channel, and it's not Chris Tenerife. He's on the dark side, and we are on the light side, should I say. But it's just, obviously, we have to just put that out there so everyone understands we are not in contact with Chris T. And the Chris is a good friend of Ali's, who is a freelance news reporter, and that basically gives her and us information about the Jay Slater case. And it does come from good sources. These reporters have no reason to lie. My family listen to the channel, my friends do, and I've got no reason to basically put out stuff that are gonna basically fabricate the case or send people down the garden path. Because as much, like I said, I've been doing this channel for a long time now and covering the Jay Slater case for absolutely ages, and believe you me, I want the truth as much as everyone does on this channel. So once again, thank you all for your brilliant messages and support. And not everything is going to go to plan. Like I said, Friday was just unbelievable. To be honest, I probably should have just done it members only and subscribers. I think it would have been a lot sort of calmer in the chat. But like I said, it's something I'll look into the actual next time. We have got a lot of information still coming through. One of the things is a lot of people do want to talk to us, that they have information, but like I said, I think they just want to know that we are going to say the right things, and obviously not basically speak about who they are at the end of the day, which we will never do. And it's, everything you tell us is confidential, which is very, very important in this case. So right, let's get into some of the messages. Bob on Bob on TT11 says, thanks Marvin and Ali. NRG should be investigated. They're all corrupt. A message I seen Lucy's messaged her friend saying she had to give Mark NRG 75, and the friend replied, thought you weren't going to bother with him again. Yes, that was absolutely big. I think a few of the sleuths out there have actually mentioned this, and this seriously should be looked into. Amanda Morgan, how you doing? Thanks for your support, Bobo. Really appreciate you. Amanda Morgan goes on to say, this is someone's done a video saying that this time of year big boats are not allowed to go to shore because of the tourists swimming, etc. The only place they could go offshore is Masca, and this is only at certain times. Very interesting. Thank you very much. Aka RHXS, how you doing? Bit of a cheek to come back to YouTube and mention Jay Slater have what's been going around online, but the other creators about this channel and Ali Harris, then the live the other night explains all that, Marv. Just so you know, TikTok's not being very kind to you either, and Ali's getting proper ripped into. Look, these things happen. What we're looking to do is basically find justice for Jay Slater. And look, I wouldn't go to, like I said, that I have a full-time business, and I wouldn't go to all this trouble talking to reporters and Ali doing like 8 to 10 hours a day to get information to put out there. So you just have to be a bit patient. And those who are not patient can, that's being impatient or saying nasty things, you know, you can always basically not listen to what we have to say, or go over to other channels and listen to what they have to say. But like I said, the information that we have to bring out from now on has to be good information and new information which people actually want to hear. I think that's really important in this case now. So Kerry, how you doing? S7N goes on to say, agree with you. Where were the security doormen? First aid tent, it was a rave. And why didn't the bar staff say something to the manager about the state of Jay? I think they did, you know, because wasn't there a bar lady who gave Jay some water and said he was a bit in the state? I truly believe that, but I think when Jay deteriorated, I do think that the management said, uh-oh, you know, don't say anything to anybody. Anyone does will lose a job, and probably a little bit more than that as well. So I think this is probably the reasons why people hadn't talked. It just seems to be a place where what happens in Tenerife tends to stay in Tenerife. And how many times have we heard that? Judith, how are you doing? A great supporter of the channel. I wonder who was with him, because Jay had no money. So who paid for the taxis? I don't think he would have gone with strangers. Definitely not. It's someone who Jay trusted, I think. Did Jay go in the taxi or on his own? Do you know Marvin and Ali? It seems strange that he would take a taxi if he was feeling unwell. Where were the others? Brad, Lucy and Brandon. It's hard to make sense, and surely if Jay wasn't well, going to the boat party, you'd think one of his friends would have been with him to keep an eye on him. I think Ali was basically saying that, you know, it's just a theory, people, that, you know, it might have been a taxi for Jay, or another cryptic message to say that basically we're moving him by boat. It's just a theory that she was actually on about. Vanessa goes on to say, why if Jay overdosed, would they go all this trouble to cover it up the way they have? Yes, it would be bad for the company, but we all know that people go to these events, what are raves really, and take narcotics. Not everyone, but that's what normally happens. Keep up the amazing work, Marvin and Ali. Thank you very much, Vanessa. The thing is that if something bad happens on your premises, and like I said, we are trying to find information why that blackout happened, and was it that someone else collapsed in the club on that 15th? Because Papagayo, although it wasn't an NRG night, it would have been still open and trading, and something might have happened there, or basically they're feeding us information, lies and information that happened another night. But we can only actually go on what we hear from the reporters, and like I said, these are professional reporters, and I just don't think they would lie or really waste our time in telling us this. Hi, good morning all. This is from Caroline. How you doing? 1867. Hi, good morning all. Is it all possible to find out if Jay was at the garden event of the coffee takeover? Also remember, when Lucy was interviewed, she says it's 72 hours now since he went missing. If he was on the boat, you have to track back 72 hours from her interview. She says it's 72 hours till now, and she admits about that. Yeah, definitely. Good point. That is. So we will definitely track back and see where that takes us. Arctic Neck, thank you for your support. Great member of the channel. Hi Ali, I hope all is well. I'd look forward to slow reveal, even a fast one if we are lucky. Are you sure the boat is called Firebird? I thought it was called Firebird. It's like I said, I thought it was a putty cat. I've got the something in front of me. Just bear with me. I tell you what it was called. It was called the Freebird Catamarans. Yeah, the Freebird Catamarans. That's what it was called. And I will put that up somewhere so people have got that. Right, let's move on. Linda, how you doing? Oh shit. So I think someone says hi. Sorry, Rach to Stephen 7531. How you doing? Hiya. Thanks for all you are doing here. To you both. Is that Chris Tenerife or is it different Chris you mentioned? Thanks. Yeah, definitely not Chris Tenerife. We're in the light, he's in the dark at the end of the day, so it's definitely not Chris Tenerife. It is a reporter which is good friends with Ali, and this Chris has got people on the ground in Tenerife who report to him, who then reports on to myself and Ali information. And then what happens is we go through everything and put out what the public want to hear. But obviously sometimes there is information you cannot put on YouTube because they'll just shut your channel down, and you know I wouldn't be able to put stuff up, so I have to be careful how I word things. So Sazmaz 2070 says, so the AI podcast that's due soon. Who will debunk that? The guy is barely illiterate in it, you know, bruv, etc., etc. That's quite funny. Yeah, I agree there, but it's going to be interesting. Chris Breton says, thank you, Marvin, and thank you for all your support. That's my pleasure. Chris Brunton 7713, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Another one from Caroline 1867. Does anyone know if he got back off the boat when it returned, and could anyone have used his bracelet? People, what I'm looking into is the cave party. Let me get more information from that, from a reporter, and then we can get a timeline, because I think it's very, very important to get timelines, basically, because we have hundreds and hundreds of messages coming in, and I have to go through the ones which are absolutely crucial to this case and to giving us kind of time, and this is what we're working on. So it's very, very important that with the information we're actually getting for the public is correct, verified, and also crucial as well. But I will say something, we're not very, very far away, I can honestly say that. Jules Sunflower 4940, just in my opinion, thought, but could the taxi for Slater be a smokescreen? That wouldn't have been required if Maruba boat located next to the party boat. Yeah, I just think it could have been something cryptic in that message, a taxi for Jay Slater. This is what I think. And so Ali says, yes, absolutely, thank you for your output. And Jules Sunflower turned around and says to Ali, good, you're feeling better? Yep, she's back on form today, people. I was talking to her over the phone. Hi, Castro Rapper, thank you for your support. Debbie Fox, oh my God, great video, Marvin, justice for Jay. The net is closing in totally. Thank you very much for your support. Debbie Fox 4439, Frankie 4085. Thank you for keeping us informed. Much appreciated. My pleasure. I just want to bring the best we can actually bring out on this case, because like I said, as many people said, we just cannot keep going back over stuff. because it gets boring and people who have been invested in this case are fewer and heard it before. So it's vitally important that we get information. And myself and Ali are on the case, still talking to reporters and still basically, I'm going to be completely honest with you people. I would rather get information that people who are actually there now. I think that's vitally important, and that is what we're actually working on at the moment, because we want timelines. So if people give us times, and then we can work things out from there. Pauline Jury, how you doing? 3759, thank you to whoever shared that. Let's go back. Great information. Hope justice is served to them who deserve it. Poor boy. So I'm just going to go back up to what Pauline was actually saying. In which case, if she was talking then at the time of the interview about there still being more to repatriate, that is the point everyone appears to be missing. When he was found, was that the rest of him, there is something about the recent timeline that's been bugging me. But what we got to remember, people, is why were there seem to be more than one Jay lookalike at the concert, and the police were monitoring someone that looked like Jay. It was kind of strange what was actually going on. I mean, is there more covering, covering up, and more actors and actresses involved in this case than what we first thought? Because, like I said, there's some really strange goings on in how many people, at least 2 people, look like Jay in the club. It just seems to be getting stranger and stranger and stranger. Don't you think, people? Judith Rigg, thank you for your support. 1694, brilliant information, just confirms our suspicion of Rachel having more to do with this than first thought. She obviously is not a mum protecting her son, she's protecting herself. Poor Jay. I hope his family know this and hope they get the answers they need for closure. Thank you, Marvin. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Hi, Miriam McDonald 4602. Big hugs to Ali and your friend. Ali has lovely, well-mannered voice. Oh, she's absolutely brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant and keeps me grounded, because she thinks Marvin will just say anything on you. And sometimes when you're angry and frustrated, you think, let it all out. Let's tell him everything. But, you have to be careful what you say on here. Thank you for listening. Debbie Muzzard 9409, thank you for sharing, Marvin. She says, Elaine Brown, can't imagine what his family is going through. They need answers as well. Oh, this is on Catherine O'Sullivan talking about her son. I totally agree, Elaine, and we're going to keep fighting on that front as well. Carol, great supporter, thank you very much. Thanks, Marvin. Sorry, that was me making a mistake. Lucy Hargreaves. How many? David Matheson, thank you for your support. How do we know Rocky's a boxer? There's actually videos. Hi, totally. No telling. No, there's videos out there that I've seen of him boxing and training. At least 2 or 3 videos I've actually seen. G-Day, can the case get any more complicated? What a very strange case, but captivating. This is what I thought. This is one of the reasons why I've never really given up on this case, because, like I said, you learn something new every day on this case. I've watched every YouTube video from all the creators from the start, as you feel for J-Bad, as the creators, as why would you bother? Thanks for hanging in there, Marvin. Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you very much as well. Sarah Gima, thank you for supporting the channel. She says interesting. Lisa Payne says interesting. Thank you for support. Fitzy Kaza, very interesting stuff. Glad you think so. Appreciate you. Not too sure. There's quite some people just putting silly things up. So sorry, the Wolf, how you doing? Delete if I'm letting the cat out the bag, but the Moroccan news has claimed the body was that of a male with no mental health issues. But I was talking to Ali about this issue, suggesting it was a suicide. The head injury, so I guess it was caused by the journey to the estuary. My point on this, there was another body found about the same time in Morocco, but I'll have to I was talking about it with Ali, but I'll have to double check that with her again because I don't want to get confused on it. But that, apparently there were two cases, you know, about a week apart from each other, but I will check that out, people. This is interesting. Donna says, I think Jay was picturing his NRG wristband to his mates. Ali spoke a lot about them. Yes, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. Any little bit helps, people. KMM5331 says, scary just how many people vanished and then not found. How this poor lad is. I hope this poor lad is found soon. And obviously that's the missing Jack O'Sullivan there as well. And we're still looking and grafting for more information on that case. Pinky Pub, Amanda Morgan, she said, I saw the footage and the body that was found looked like he had a receding hairline and also could be that of a Spanish man who got hit over the head. Perhaps Spain just wanted to stop all the publicity that they were getting, maybe. Funny how both the people that went missing at the same time are both mystery things. The man's name was Juan. Wow, yeah. Because there was another guy, wasn't it, that was found dead around about the same time as Jay or just after or something. Frankie, how you doing? Thank you, Marvin, and also Ali. You are your best under. You did your best under those circumstances. Yeah, thank you very much. But we did, like I said, break the videos down, and we have got a lot more to come. And we're talking to loads of people. So don't think that we're just tapering down because we're just firing back up again. Hi, Marvin. I definitely learned a few things from the live, so appreciate the effort. Some of the comments were so rude. What is wrong with people? There is so much to wade through information-wise with the case. So many spokes leading in different directions. It's hard sometimes to keep it on the straight and narrow of things. Many thanks for the time taken to do a live stream. Yeah, it's not easy, people. And the thing is, if I do it again, I think that I'm going to do it with people that just support the channel, the subscribers. I think it'll go a lot easier that way. And don't worry, there's going to be a lot more live streams coming up. But what I'm trying to do as well is try and get some of the reporters on there on the channel so we can actually hear from them. I think this is vitally important as well. Christine Smith, how you doing? My opinion, I agree, Marvin, about the really interesting updates. That video, information from Tenerife, also investigators. Shaz, didn't the Spanish woman gave him water outside because they spiked him? Seeing picture of him outside. That's a possibility, Shaz, but I'll have to look into that. Edward, is that meant to Day stood outside the club, Marvin? Yes. That is correct. So Jaybird, his friends, they just watched him basically get hammered in front of him, deteriorating until, as people seen in the footage of him, where he looked really unwell. Even the woman who gave him water confirmed at the NRG Festival said he looked really unwell. And Jaybird went on to say, like we have all talked about before regarding Roman, he is a big fish and has the money, including the revenue from his legal businesses and properties around the world. I would assume when he speaks, people listen. Very, very interesting. Very deep, Jay Bird, and that's a good point. And thank you for your support for the channel and sticking by us. I think what Jay's auntie posted recently tells us enough to know that he was spiked and bullied and pushed around, and this is all on video. His auntie said Brad was sent the video of what they did to Jay being bullied, allegedly. Yeah, these people are absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. We move on to Enzo. 3490, thanks for your support. After Jay collapsed, stabbed at Papagayo's, he was never seen again. The picture you have, Marvin, of Lucy and the baby cartel at Papagayo's, including the Jay lookalike, a man who was pointed at him. The lookalike was wearing a sleeveless shirt in the picture, but later when he's dancing on the stairs, he's wearing Jay's t-shirt. The wristband, festival goers, where it can't be removed, so wherever they are, they're wearing them. Was it Saturday when Jay collapsed? Then the lookalike stood in for him on Sunday. This is what I was thinking, people. Or was it Papagayo closed on Sunday, not the Saturday? Then Jay was carried off by two men, as suggested. People, please read that again, because I do think we're being played with a little bit on this. This is the points which I was thinking. That basically, because we haven't got a timeline, we just need to really have proof about the Papagayo being closed on Sunday. But we've been told by reporters that it was closed on the Saturday. Or was it closed on the Saturday as well as the Sunday? Interesting. Very, very partly, should I say, on the Saturday, and then closed on the Sunday because something happened. But it's something really to look into. I'm just going to take a photo of that message because I want to share this with Ali, because we need to check this with some investigators. 1 second, people. Crucial message, because I do think people, the organisers, someone like Roman wants us to get a little bit confused, but don't worry, we will get around it. BS, how you doing? Thank you for your support. Jay was set up before he left the UK. Lucy, Brad, Brandon, Lord Jay to be a murder bay. Tom's pals all around Jay at the rave, which is true, and Jay looked right at Tom, and Jay's face said it all. As Jay now Tom and Tom's pals, justice for Jay, and there are about 15 of Tom's pals at the rave and all looking at Jay, and not one of them were his friends, as they set Jay up before Jay left the UK. Lord to be murdered, Tom payback, simple. That could well be true, but like I said, we have to just prove everything bit by bit. Was the AP stab even Jay? Never saw him with a lip shadow, baby-faced. Our mainstream media needs to do more to spark the interest of the police. Yeah. Blinky says, hello, how you doing? Stuart, hello. Nafo GRL, how you doing? Thank you for your support. There's a lot of messages from you. Julie Dawn 4271. Note the live has been shortened. It's actually in sections now, 4 parts. Dear, at the end of this, you can go back through that. Tipsy Monkey, Donna Kenny, hello, and much more. Caron again, Andrea, Keely Brown, Kelly O'Brien, how you doing? Mississippi, Keely Brown again. Yeah, a lot of Sally Titanic, one of my long time, who's been with us, subscribed a long time ago. Colin Waterman, thank you. Where's the live? Marvin is actually, my name's not Martin, it's Marvin. It's actually what I done, I broke it down in 4 parts so it's not sort of too long, so people can sort of go back through them. They're about like between like 18 and 20 odd minutes. So that's been broken down. That's all out there now. Okay, right. I'm gonna say thank you very much for everyone and the support. And it was a tough Friday, to be honest, because a lot was happening in the background. Ali had a bad fall. I had a friend who went ill and stuff, and there was other things going on as well, and you actually think, oh my god, what's going on? But like I said, we've got round there, and there's a lot, we got round it, should I say, and we've got a lot more information coming. Don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Once again, thank you for your full support, and look out for the private messages. I'll try and put a few out tomorrow. Thank you.